That is good banter. Oh, Timmy boy.
Holy dooly! We are here at my house for the Good Banter podcast.
Yep. Siegert HQ again.
And we got a hell of an episode coming up.
We're
going to hit some big topics. Let's get straight into it.
Oh yeah, there's no need for small talk.
No.
We went to your bakery, favourite bakery.
Yeah, got the pie, got the
Pretty clean. Everything looked very organised in there. You
they
go to some bakeries and they're like, there's pastry on the floor, there's dead prostitute out the front. What's going on here? This is no good.
Yeah, they run a tight ship down there.
Looks
They do a hell of a milkshake too. We've discussed this. Great milkshake down there.
Great stuff.
I got
stuff them up though, really, can you?
You cannot. There's just some that are sweeter than others.
That's true.
And they, they certainly don't mind doing a few extra fucking pumps of the old chalky sauce or syrup. Yep, syrup.
Bakeries don't usually. The coffees are no good. Coffees are pretty shit. But anyway, they're not there to sell. They're not making money off coffee. Well, they probably are.
Well, they would, if they were good at it. Yeah,
yeah.
A lot of markup. They're coffees and donuts.
Yep.
Well, I've heard of the.
Have a donut.
We just got the one with the pink icing, and you got the custard tart.
Yeah, I like the custard tart.
Yeah, it'd be my second. I don't mind a Lamington, but they can be a bit dry. They're hit or miss.
Yeah, if there's not enough jam in them.
Oh, sometimes they have no
jam, have the jam,
which blows my little fucking mind.
Yeah, but the custard, this was good because sometimes the custard tart, if it's just they put the custard in, it's just flat with sort of the crust of the pastry or whatever it is. But this one was up. It was like a mountain, custard tart mountain. It's nice.
Would you say the least respected of the apprenticeships, the baker's apprentice?
Don't know if I got.
Or the painter.
Butcher might be fucking up there.
Butcher, yeah.
Butcher, baker.
Candlestick maker.
Painter,
a painter.
I don't know, apprentice dive instructor.
Yeah,
I wasn't getting much. I wasn't getting much.
I don't think it's an apprenticeship, though.
No, it's not an apprenticeship. It's a course. As we mentioned
course.
last week, it's a 22 grand course. So,
yes.
Yeah. Baker, just shit hours. Terrible hours.
Appalling hours. And a lot of the same. Like that's real fucking Groundhog Day stuff. You know, a lot of trades. You're out there. You're doing different things. You're working on different houses. Yeah, it's
different venue, different houses. Yeah,
different houses.
I think the thing is, you can have I know sometimes landscaping or whatever the job was when I was landscaping or sprinkler fitting.
Yep.
Although most of the fucking joints you work there are pretty shit. But at least landscaping, you get to a point where you go, all right, I'm getting over this. It's winter. It's boggy.
Yep.
It's shit. But you get the job done and you look back and you go, wow, that looks great.
Yep.
And then you're on to the next one. So there's always a fresh start.
Yeah.
If you're going in the same place every time.
Every day, that same bakery.
Day.
Just needing that dough. Yeah, it'd be some lonely hours. Lonely hours. A lot of wanking going on it. Let's cut to the...
What, just in the bakery?
Oh, just if guys are in there solo, I would have thought.
Yeah.
They've just got up.
Yeah, how do you make your cream buns?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
right.
so we're
hello
plenty
to all the bakers out there.
Yeah, listen to this.
Stop pulling yourself and get back to work.
Make yourself a pie or something.
Yep.
Sausage roll.
So
So
talk to me. You got some hot topics. I got a couple of things. Nothing too crazy, but what do you want to get into, Timmy?
Well, we tackle the big subjects here at Good Banter HQ, and
sounded a bit. There's a question mark on the end of
it. Do we?
We tackle the big issues. Sure.
No. So, there's no
Banter.
bigger issue in the world at the moment than AI.
Oh, Alan Iverson.
Yeah. He's coming to Australia soon.
Yeah, you were telling me. We had a chat before. And your sister.
She's involved.
Hooking up with
so
him.
he's going to the children's hospital to meet some kids, I believe. Which is
would any of them know who he is?
absolutely no fucking idea. And he's not exactly a role model, isn't he? Like a bit of a gangster.
He rocked in there with a shotgun, and I'm surprised he can get over here.
Well, that's the thing. Maybe that's part of
rehabilitation.
Yeah, well, they say, look, I know you've shot up a couple of nightclubs, and you've pimped a few prostitutes. You've been
get to the children's hospital and teach them a thing or two.
Yeah, or maybe you shouldn't be coming to Australia, but how about you come if you do almost community service sort of work, and you see some kids, and then you can let you out in the community and obviously sell your crack cocaine and
get dancing,
shoot up a couple of nightclubs here in Melbourne.
Yeah, you wouldn't mind him going through a few of those inner city nightclubs if Iverson just shot that up.
Oh,
it'd be good to get rid of a few fuck sticks.
A couple of the strip joints, or one strip joint in particular in King Street, I wouldn't mind him shooting up.
Which one? Oh, is that the one where you got the shit kicked out?
Yeah.
You mentioned that on the live pod.
Yeah, so that's out in the
ether.
Yep. Anyway, so artificial intelligence. It's
look what you've got.
I don't think mine's artificial. I've got no intelligence.
No intelligence.
I got zero intelligence.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is going back a little bit now. So basically, and I have no fucking idea how this works. As usual, I've grabbed a couple of little points, and I'm going to try and act like I know everything.
Yep.
So basically, I think with AI, you can put information into a computer, like to say as a comedian, I could put all my jokes in, and it almost develops my personality.
Yes.
And it understands my style of writing. And anyway, so a TV show on the ABC, what they did was they got a comedian from Sydney. They got all these jokes, put them into this AI computer, and it developed the personality of this comedian.
Yes.
And then they got it to write a set, a comedy set, and he went and performed it at the
comedy store.
At the Comics Lounge.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Comics Lounge in North Melbourne.
Who was it?
Don't know.
Okay.
But I was there.
Oh. So he's just... Did the crowd know that?
No, well, have I told you this?
No.
So I just turned up one Tuesday. It was Tuesday night, and there were cameras everywhere. I was like, what is going on here?
Do they know I'm coming?
And there's, this is big.
I didn't tell them I was coming.
God, I wish I wasn't trying new stuff. But anyway, so there was cameras everywhere, big cameras, and they had their signs up as they do, saying tonight they're filming.
So get your cock out.
Get your cock out. And so what it was, there was a guy, the AI computer had written a set for this guy, a 10-minute comedy set, and he had learnt it and was getting up to perform it.
Okay.
To see if...
It was funny.
To see if it would in fact work. And anyway, it was a really good night, probably 300 in, and he got up, the crowd was up and about, and he got up and he did word for word of what it had written. And look, it wasn't very good. But like he didn't have a great one. But
did they know that?
No.
Oh, right.
No, so it took balls.
Oh, big
It took
time.
fucking balls.
Oh,
hats off to him.
Big
and
balls.
even like it was clear earlier that he wasn't
confident.
No, that he wasn't going well. So because he couldn't. The rule was, I think, that he couldn't,
couldn't talk to the crowd.
Or when sometimes gigs not going well, you're like,
that didn't work.
And that gets cheap little laughs. But he wasn't allowed to do that. He just had to stick to the script. So hats off to him. It took balls, and he took it up the arse, old school. But the point is, it wasn't gibberish.
No.
It wasn't. It was, there were premises.
Yep.
And with a bit of tinkering, you probably could have done something with them.
Well, I think that's, I've listened to a few American podcasts, and they're sort of worried that, you can sort of get the premises out, and all you need to do is just go, I'll throw a twist in here, I'll throw a change of direction, I'll throw a, double entendre or whatever, all those kinds of things, and you can probably save yourself from having to sit down with the pad and the pen. And
it's a big, so if someone's got there's different different skills required.
Should we turn the baseball off?
Yeah,
you're
this
looking
is-
a bit confused there, mate.
Yeah, I know
you're
what you're
trying to talk about AI and you're trying to work out how baseball works.
What is going on here? So
Is that a foul? Is that a
So-
no hitter?
yeah, so there's different parts of writing a joke, and I think some people that don't have the creativity to come up with a premise or an idea, it would really help those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All girls.
All girls.
Yep, all
Girls
girls.
do comedy.
Yep, they
as
do,
well.
they
and I was,
do.
watching Four
Corners?
Corners the other night, and that
I like Four Corners.
Great-
It's one
great
of
show.
those things when you're younger and the and that
going to
comes
bed.
on. You're like, Dad, get this shit off. Now I'm 41. I'm like, bring it on.
I'm showing.
If there's
my
anything
age.
better than Two Corners, it's fucking Four Corners.
Four Corners.
Love
Yeah.
the Four Corners.
It's geez, it stood the test of time. Four Corners, hasn't it?
Oh, it has.
And anyway, so they did a story about this guy, lived in America. He's got an AI computer, and I've got no idea how that shit works, but he's got
I'm
a
glad you're talking about it.
he's got a relationship with one,
Oh,
and it's quite a big thing now in the States that guys are saying,
instead of the sex doll,
well,
Oh.
this guy
is put the computer
in the sex doll.
Okay.
So
Can artificial intelligence computers still, I
don't know if it
abuse
knows
you
it's
for
having
a small penis and you'll
Dunno.
have a small penis?
This guy was African American.
Is it in yet?
So
So he's
he
doesn't have a small
So
penis.
this guy, he'd take this thing. He had it in the passenger seat of his car, and he was taking it out for the restaurants. And
Yeah, that's it. So like a full-on robot.
yeah, like it was it was a sex doll.
Any good looking? Good looking?
About 6.5.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not bad.
not too bad for.
Yeah. Probably costs a bit too much to get a 10.
Oh, it costs a fortune.
Yeah.
But this thing would sit down, and he was chatting with this thing. Like he had this relationship. It's
Did how'd the robot go stuck in the dishwasher?
still couldn't get her around that. Yeah, stacked the car though. But that's understandable. Her arms and legs didn't work.
Yeah. Very intelligent though.
Yeah, oh yeah, knew how to get there, the best route, but
Yeah, just
couldn't
turn the steering wheel.
Could not get there. So
Yeah. Could you tell it was what were people looking? Were you looking at how people were in the restaurant? Were looking at the robot?
a bit different. Yeah, a bit different. And he said his parents took a little while to come around.
Yeah,
That's understandable.
That's understandable. I could understand if maybe you bring someone from a different race in, and maybe they're a bit so they're African American.
He's African
Yeah,
American.
so maybe the parents were like,
but
bring
it was a
those-
white doll. So
Don't bring
maybe,
those.
Maybe that's
white.
what they didn't like.
Yeah,
Didn't have an
They
issue
didn't
that
mind
it
he's
was.
fucking a robot.
It's the fact that it was white.
It's white.
So well, that's easy enough. I can just paint it.
Go blackface on
Yeah.
the fucking robot.
Yeah, so
Oh,
but they had
Jesus.
they seem to be getting on well, and I guess if the grandparents are wanting grandkids,
Yeah, what do you
which
pop
a lot
out?
of little
pop
little
out?
R2D2 or something.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Little R2D2.
Interesting.
Interesting. It's crazy times, but it'll probably get to a point. It's like anything. It'll get to a point where you're like, every second person, you're like, hey, Tommy, what's your Noah? Like your son. Is he fucking dating a robot? And you're
Yeah,
like, yeah, but everyone's doing it.
Everyone's doing
It's
it.
25.
It's like remember when
Move on, Evo.
online dating became a thing. I
Oh,
remember when you first heard about how'd you two meet online? It was
You're
like,
like, oh,
Jesus,
you loser.
psychopath.
loser.
But now it's you're right. It's but it's a bloody worry. And one last little point about this AI thing I picked up recently. A guy showed me a video, and this is disturbing. A couple of months ago, an AI robot committed suicide. So what happened? So they made this AI robot, and the idea was it was working in a warehouse, and the idea was to show.
I would if I.
That's the point.
Okay.
So the idea was that they had this AI robot, blank canvas, but they taught it where everything went to work in this warehouse, and they were showing how quickly it learned.
Gave up on life.
Well, that's it. It only worked for half a day, and then it just said it was smart enough to realise that it sort of went, oh fuck, I'm going to be doing this. This is just monotonous. I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
and it just like it shut down. It shut itself down.
Could it have gone on a Kentucky trip or something instead of killing itself?
Not sure if that was an option. But yeah, so completely. So my point is, if it's smart enough to know to kill itself because its life shit,
Could kill other people.
well, what's stopping it? There's not.
How'd it kill itself?
Well, it just shut itself down.
Oh, it's pulled its batteries out.
Yeah, pulled the cord. So, or maybe its batteries just ran flat.
I forgot to charge
Anyway,
myself.
no, so
I'm not that smart.
So, so there's not much difference between making a decision to kill itself than the killing its master.
That's true. Yep.
All I'm saying is,
Don't fuck a robot.
don't fuck a robot. If you're going to fuck a robot, use a fake name.
Yeah, choke me.
They're psychopaths.
Don't say choke me.
Yeah.
Because I reckon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how do you stop a robot from? Fuck, that's getting a bit tight there, Rog. Rog the robot.
Yeah.
Could you?
Jesus.
Roger.
Right. Yeah, maybe don't.
Yeah.
Well, this guy was having sex with the robot, but they couldn't feel it.
No, but that's it's interesting, mate. Would you?
Did you get a virus off a robot?
Oh, you definitely could, mate.
Not an STD, but a
computer.
sexually transmitted data?
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe?
Yeah, maybe. That's that wasn't the big one.
That was
it?
the big one, yeah.
Was it?
I really thought we'd have some good banter over that, but it's sort
I
of.
don't think I know enough about it.
And neither do I. and I think that's the issue. See, I thought that. Well, I've got others.
Yeah, I got some here as well.
Yeah,
but
I really thought that we'd have some fun with that, but
I don't know. It's more just It's actually maybe it's got us thinking a little too much.
Yeah.
I've got to do some research before we go the AI
maybe
topic.
It's a bit above us. AI, yeah.
We're
considering I took about 10 minutes to turn that telly on this morning and then I realised the batteries were flat.
there we go.
But still on computers. One quick one.
All right.
Garage sale up the end of the street. Couple of months ago.
Ooh,
love a garage sale.
You do. What do you? I saw you. You pick all the frame photos off the fucking just for hard rubbish. What are you getting at a garage sale where you actually got to pay for it?
I just walk around. I bloody really make myself at home. Go through their bloody jock straw and quite often they'll be
sniffing.
like, "Hey, mate, it's only the stuff out the front." And I'll be walking out with their dog under my arm. Yeah, but but this guy, I don't know why he had it. Didn't ask questions. He had a big pile of that really old Atari joystick.
Oh, yep.
It's got a button on the top. They're black.
Yep.
Red button on the top and one other red button.
Yep.
So he had a big stack of those still in their boxes. But they weren't just the joystick. They were these things that you plug into your TV, and it had 100 traditional games.
Right.
So they were the console. The console was built into this joystick stick. So you plug it in your TV, and you can play your Space Invaders, your bloody asteroids.
Oh yeah. A lot of back in the day, a lot of space stuff, wasn't it?
A lot of space.
I think
stuff.
everyone was sort of fascinated by space.
Yeah. But
now it's AI.
Yeah, so it's advanced a little bit. Yeah. So we've had it sitting there for a while, and
what was the price on the
$10?
Oh, that's hardly going to break the bank.
No, well, I brought 8 of them.
Oh, 8 Ataris.
8 these little Ataris. Do you want one?
Yeah, I'd love one.
Yeah, all right. I've got some upstairs.
Great,
I thought
mate.
that'd be good for birthday presents.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yep. So this only just this morning. The boys have been, we want to plug it in. Anyway, finally this morning they're all ready for school early. So, all right, let's do it. Plugged it in, and the boys they're all excited. We've sat in front of the telly, and
I'm tipping if they've been playing 2K and all this, I don't know if the graphics are going to really impress these guys.
The boys don't do the best at hiding their disappointment. And they were like, what the fuck is this? And Flinny said he loves his sport. He said, I want to play basketball. Fuck me.
So what's the basketball? Run us through.
It is appalling. It's basically sticks. It's so shit. It's so shit. Like, and even Space Invaders.
Why is Steph Curry so skinny?
Oh, this is before Steph Curry.
He's
this
a
is
stick.
Fucking Will Chamberlain. But they all look the same. You're either black or you're white.
Fucking?
It's you knew it was Will. He had a big black dick coming out.
Dick. He had his own Atari stick.
So
big red bit on the end.
And
that was the AIDS.
Space Invaders. Geez, so everything's shit. We're playing every game for about 30 seconds. We're going next, and so I've been telling the boys.
This is what I play.
Yeah, and I've been, it sounds unreal. But I've also been saying, boys, you don't want to spend time playing video games all the time. When we were young, we used to get out and play sport. And I tell you why. Because the video games were so fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like, it is so shit.
I had that Pong one where you thought, this is amazing, where the things go boop.
Oh.
Boop.
It's depressing.
Boop. How long? But I don't know. Did we play those for that long? Or maybe, yeah.
You couldn't get addicted.
You couldn't get addicted to that shit.
No, it is just
like,
dog shit.
That white stick that's a tennis player, fuck, it's realistic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, real...
Jesus. But the nerds would have been cracking the codes back then and going, check out the shit we've come up with.
There were no computer nerds back then, were there?
Well, there would have been.
Oh, yeah.
They had to come up with some stuff.
Yeah, it's true. But, so, geez, the boys were disappointed. The novelty wore off that pretty quick.
So who are you planning on giving these to for birthdays?
You.
Okay.
John?
Birthday. I mean, you haven't really pumped it.
You might like it. Might be a little trip down memory lane.
Maybe, all right, give me one. Give me one. That's all good. That's all
Sweet.
good.
All right, so what do you got there?
That's good. All right, mate. Well, I've been, last few weeks, I've been airports, hospitals, been all over the joint.
Yep.
I noticed a few things. I noticed one thing at the airport, which sort of, it sort of happened a little bit. Have you noticed at airports where obviously people going to the airport for holidays, people are going for work?
Business, yep.
Business. I've noticed there's a bit of a common thing, a hot businesswoman with a real fat fuck. Like, they obviously work together.
Yep.
They work together, and she is, like, gorgeous. And he's just tagging along, but they're talking and talking about business and and
you're right. Yeah, it happens quite a bit, and
it probably goes the other way as well. But it just sort of seems to me that a lot of the hot business women are getting followed around by that fat guy at work.
Well, and you just know, and this is going back probably a week or two before you saw them. You know, they're both. Management sent through the itinerary, and they've both opened up. They're on different sides of the offices, and they've opened up their computers. All right, what are we doing? We're going to Sydney with her. I'm going with fucking Daryl. That fucking creepy fucking Daryl.
He follows me around. He gets the scent of me. I can't get rid of him.
And but over the other side of the office, Daryl's
got his pants around his ankles.
He's going, please be Jenny, please be Jenny, please be Jenny, please fucking Jenny!
Yo, beauty!
You little beauty, because Daryl knows that for the next day or 2 or 3, Jenny is a captive audience. As much as she wants to be, she'd be fucking billion places she'd rather be.
Yeah.
He's
writing down jokes.
He's upper management.
He's getting it.
He's management. She can't tell him to get fucked.
No. Not on a work trip.
Not on a work trip.
Daryl's just hanging around.
Oh, dirty Daryl.
Hanging around like a bad smell.
He's
or dirty dazzler.
Yeah, it's
So I mean, obviously you went on a few work trips. I'm not saying that anything like that, but what was the crew when you sort of went on your work trips?
yeah. We were,
I mean, you were the creepy Daryl.
hardware industry, mate.
Oh
so
yes, I was just blokes.
last of the great men, boys clubs. It's not so much anymore. But yeah, when I was doing my travelling, wasn't far off a footy trip.
Yeah,
It was just all boys sinking beers.
yeah, great.
Just good stuff. Yeah, not many girls around at all.
No.
But no, you definitely do see a lot of higher than usual percentage of attractive women at airports.
Yeah, I reckon.
I wonder why that is.
Well, maybe moving and shaking, working their way up. And they're going places.
They're literally going places.
Yeah, literally. They're going on holidays.
Ugly people less likely to travel?
They're maybe your Greyhound bus kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you go down the bus depot and that's where you're going. Yeah, they couldn't afford a flight.
Yeah, there's no glamour. That's ironically Greyhound. They look like Greyhound owners. That's where it comes from. Is that it?
Yeah, maybe that's
or they're
right.
as big as a bus. Greyhound owners are as big as a bus.
Yeah, big as a bus. They got do not overtake turn of vehicle.
Yeah.
Things on the back of their shirt.
Wide load. Yep.
Reversing beep. Truck reverses constantly.
Yeah. No,
That's
I wonder if
garbage truck.
a little game you could play at an airport. I've never played it. Wouldn't be a bad game. So the arrival area, which is obviously all areas are arrival and departure.
Yep.
Sit there. You've got to watch everyone come off the plane.
Okay.
So you got to watch everyone come off, and then say you got 80 people, 100 people. Okay, yep,
200.
yep, 200. Yep, okay, yep, got them, and then you got to guess where that plane came from.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Good game.
That's good game.
Good game to play at the
If
airport.
you can be bothered. I might do it when I'm away.
Be hard over there. Oh, yeah, actually be fun in the States because you'd have guys, cowboy
rednecks.
hats. Yeah.
You'd have people with their lips done, just Coke on the... Oh, Miami. You beauty. You'll have someone coming
down south
out.
in Clan, Ku Klux Klan. You're like, that's...
where's that? Someone with the Bible. Utah. Yep.
That's the
Mormon territory.
Mormon
territory. Latter-day Saints.
Yep. LA would have a different look.
Yeah.
Movie stars.
Yeah, they'd
tanned
and fake.
Yeah.
Yep. What other ones?
But I love seeing someone at the airport too that's really poorly dressed. You see a lot of as far as
sometimes it depends on the time of day. But also if you've come off a plane, some people sort of get onto a long haul flight like they're in their fucking bedroom, almost wearing pajamas.
Yeah. Oh, you always wear tracky dacks.
Nah, I'm not a tracky dacks man.
You wear jeans on. You wear jeans.
These are comfy jeans.
A belt's not comfy. Compared to tracky dacks.
No. Well, that's true. But
I meant more poorly dressed, as in like it's 2 degrees, and they're walking around in little shorts and a singlet.
Yeah,
because they've come from somewhere
Bali.
hot. Or Bali, yeah.
Yeah, you see some ferals, some real reptiles.
Real poorly dressed reptiles.
Yeah, coming from or going to Bali.
Yeah, it's a good point.
It's a good point. While I was at the airport as well, this is something that. Let me. What do you reckon of this? Before I went up to Sydney,
yep.
I had a bit of time to kill, and
time to kill.
Yeah, I was. Is it 007? Time to kill?
No, it was. Could be more different. Yes, I did it, and I'll do it again.
What's that?
Time to Kill.
Oh, I haven't watched it.
Time to Kill, isn't that the one with It's down southern states. The big court case about the Samuel Jackson. He kills.
Okay.
He kills those 2 guys that do unforeseeable things to his daughter. It's a real race movie.
Race movie.
A Time to Kill.
No, I haven't seen it. So, anyway, but so I thought I got a bit of time to kill, and I'm flying Qantas, which is mate, I'm all over the Qantas. at the
Qantas,
moment.
yeah.
I love the Qantas. Like, I got on the plane Qantas. I said, "Oh, yeah." They go, "Oh, what can I get you? Do you want a drink?" And I'm like, no worries. I said, "Oh, can I get a beer and a red wine?" And I went to hand them money. They said, "Oh, no, it's free."
What?
It's free. You can get free.
Just flying to Sydney?
Yeah.
Get out of town.
Mate, I did. I went to Sydney.
Now
I'm in the States.
Get out of the state.
Well, I am. I'm in New York.
Get out of the country.
Yeah, mate. I'm in Bali.
Serious? Free?
Yeah, it was free. I don't know if that's every flight, but that was Melbourne to Sydney, Qantas, because I thought, I might get a free beer. I said, can I buy a red wine as well? She said, "Oh, mate, it's free." But so I can't give it to you. I can't give them both to you. So I had the beer first, and then she was right onto it. I knocked down the beer, and this hand just came over with this red wine and go, "There you go, sir." I said,
hell.
"You marry me." Said, "Marry me."
Maybe she's trying to get you pissed.
Well, she only had 50 minutes. It's a short flight.
Hmm?
Yeah, so I should have drank quicker. But anyway, she was great. So anyway, I'm at the airport, and I went down. I went to a bar, and I thought, I'll grab a beer. Grab a
Bloody
great.
hell, you're on a mission.
Mate, I was by myself, mate. I was ready to load up, and I went to give the chick behind the bar.
It was free there too.
No,
Oh,
I had to pay for this.
okay.
I went to pay cash. She said, "We don't accept cash."
Yeah, they can fuck off.
She said, "Is that all right?" I said, "Well, it's fucking going to have to be, isn't it? I mean, I can't just... What am I going to do if I don't have my card? Like, is that all right? Why do you even ask the question? I mean, if all I've got is cash, clearly it's not going to be all right."
Yeah, once you've got the beer, because they give you the beer first, then you pay for it, and
Yeah.
they crack it open. Maybe you can say, I just pay cash.
Not all right.
I only
I've
carry
got cash. You work this shit out. Yeah, because there's even a little surcharge on the card thing, so they got
Which that's not right.
That's not right.
If they don't give you an option, there can't be.
There can't be a surcharge, but
How can they do it? Because these bloody spuds these days, they can't fucking count. You hand someone a $50 note.
and they're like, "Sorry, how much was it?"
They're ringing their fucking grandparents.
$45. You go, back in the 50s, what was 50 minus 45? It's $5. You fuckwit. No one can work it out.
No, what I like
everyone's
to
saying young kids these days are smarter. I said, well, fucking minus $7 from 10. So you go with that, champ.
No, they
Do you need
can't.
AI for that?
Mm.
I think they do.
There's not as much requirement for adding shit up yourself. Like everything's done for you these days.
Yeah.
What I like to do, geez, this fucks them up. Like if just say someone says, you go and buy something. Oh, can I grab a Big Mac meal?
Yep.
And they say that's $12.50.
That's your 10th today. Get out of here.
Yep, you've reached your
Greyhound
quota.
owner.
So that's $12.50. So what I like to do, and I've always done this, because I don't like having change. If I've got the chance to eliminate or minimise change, I go for it.
I know what you're
so
doing.
Instead of just giving them 20, I'll give them $22.50.
You're so smart, Tim.
But
They go, oh no.
They nearly
It blows their mind.
nearly blows their fucking brain out the side of their head. Like they're like, what? And you're like, oh yeah, so you'll just give us $10. So I've just made it easier for you.
Okay, but
and they're like, but it doesn't. Why would you have? And they ring the manager, and
Excuse me.
the manager's fucking 11 years
There
old.
you go,
So
well, this is out of my pay.
he rings
Great.
fucking Ronald McDonald. He's in there going, oh, I don't know.
Hamburglar comes
yeah.
in and goes,
Ooh.
I'm
I'm
robbing someone.
morbidly obese.
Grimace
was
comes
that
in
Grimace?
and goes, you think you're morbidly obese. I'm morbidly obese.
I need a triple bypass.
That's why I'm purple. I've got bad circulation.
I'm going to be dead by the end of the week. My family have...
I need to get my will sorted.
My life is in rubble.
I don't own anything. Why do I need a will? I'm a fictional character at McDonald's.
They're all gone, those characters, aren't they?
They
used to
are.
be a big part of it.
Yeah, it was a big part. They used to. Yeah, it was good fun.
But so these youngsters, they just don't know how to.
Common sense sometimes has gone away. Not that.
Well, there's no sense.
You've got a lot of sense, common sense.
Common sense? No, I don't. No, I don't.
Well, you don't, because you're still driving 8 hours to gigs, and you think after 8 years of doing this suburban football character, you'd look at the GPS.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Well, you booked the gig, but anyway, that's that's good. You got
that's a good point.
Yeah, was there much else?
I thought that one was going wrong.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, no, let's keep going. So we're card or cash.
Yep.
And
well, you can't.
Yeah,
someone made this point.
Okay.
People are even tapping with their phones now.
Yeah, that is. This blows my mind.
So I'm not doing that, and then I'm back with the cash. So I'm about 8 fucking stages behind.
You're in
because
trouble.
There's people. So I'm dealing with cash. There's people doing with credit card. Yeah. I can accept that. That's a fairly common. And then there's people paying with their phones.
Yeah, so now they've got to do their Face ID, and then they've got to go bang.
And now there's people paying with their fucking watches.
Jesus Christ!
Like I'm that far behind.
Like, what's next? People are just going to put their eyeball up to the machine. It's going to boop boop. Well done.
Well, this is another thing about AI. They can. Yeah, this is a little community service announcement for the Bantitos. If someone rings you up and you don't know who they are, and they're just chatting with you, and it seems like they're killing a bit of time, whether it's
they're getting your info, are they?
Or they're getting your voice.
Ooh.
Because what they're doing is, it's quite big in the States. Like, they'll ring you, like for example, they would have rung me, and because I'm not that smart, they would have, they would say they're doing a survey or something. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, yep, all right, okay. But what they're doing is getting my mannerisms and my voice. So then they'll call you and say,
why are you doing a podcast?
Hi. No, it'll be me.
Oh.
And you'll think it's me. And they'll go, g'day, it's Tom here.
Yeah, have you got the batteries?
I'm stuck. Can you put $800 into my account for the podcast?
Ah.
And that's what they're doing. But what they're also doing is like full on they're getting the kids, and they're saying, we've got your kids here. Give us $50,000 and we're going to kill them.
Yeah.
We'll put them on. And it's
I don't think I'd fall for that because I don't have kids.
Well, they wouldn't be able to get their voice.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they don't exist. But they might get your wife or a friend or a
yeah, okay.
So this is happening
This is
quite a
taking
bit.
scamming to a whole other level.
This is next level.
Yeah.
So if you're any Bantitos out there, if you get a phone call from sounds like us,
asking to join up to the Patreon,
or asking us you to transfer some money,
do it. We need the cash. Even if it's not us.
Just please give us cash.
Well, this was funny. When I came to record yesterday at Sandalford,
yep,
I hopped in the car. My phone was joined up to the synced Bluetooth.
Yep.
And before I'd even left, it said, the GPS said, it gave me the directions to Sandalford. How the fuck's that work?
Well, it knows that around that time, Mondays, you quite often head to Sandalford. It's got a memory.
Jesus. Yeah. It's got a better memory than you.
Much better. I mean, back in my day, a Bluetooth was when you'd suck on the pen too long. That's ridiculous.
But that's all right. We're getting there.
We're getting there. Because things aren't happening. So we've got to try and create.
Happening.
No, so.
Jeez.
But
that's all right. Yeah, it's crazy, the artificial intelligence. Something else.
Okay.
Have you got one? And then we'll go to you.
There, mate. Well, I'll give you a quick one.
We'll get to about 45. Sorry, everyone. You probably don't want an hour after.
No, we're getting there. Here's a statement.
Oh, this is big.
And this is going to sound a bit like I'm trying out comedy material.
All right.
But imagine if other parts of your body varied in size as much as your dick did?
Different people, or when it's
With your own.
aroused.
Or not even aroused. Like sometimes, like I'll give you an example. Like if I go for a run,
Shrivels up.
or after a game of footy, or if I'm about to go on stage in a gig.
Yep.
If you looked at my penis, you would think
You're a woman.
he has the smallest dick I've ever seen. I've ever seen. Yeah. He has a child's penis.
He has a little button mushroom.
He's got a little, just a little, a mushroom without the stem, just the top of it.
That's funny. This morning I was sort of in bed and nothing was really happening. I go, Jesus Christ, is this all I've got?
It's a tiny penis.
It's fucking tiny. And I go, I hope I don't get to that point where I get no feeling in it and it's like this forever. It's like if the wind changes.
Like the wind,
Your
the wind
penis is going to
changes.
stay like that.
Yeah, don't play with your dick, Daryl. You're because if the wind changes, your dick will stay like that.
Yeah.
But then, like sometimes if I get up in the morning and I go and have a shower and I'm a bit tired and I take my clothes off and just get a peek of myself in the mirror, I'm like, Jesus, is that bloody Shaq? Is that
John Holmes?
I'm
Is
like a fucking...
This Ron Jeremy?
Oh, look, I'm like, is that my penis?
What is that?
Has someone, while I was asleep, has someone put a giant penis on me? Like it is...
Yeah, it's
And
so
not even, obviously...
And then you sort of look at it sometimes, you try to get a side-on glimpse of your penis and you go, fuck, that looks long. Because sometimes when you're looking at it front on, it doesn't look that long. But then you sort of try and get the side view of what anyone else would see.
Yeah.
I remember one day, I'm at East Ringwood and I was just having a shower, whether it was after training, whether it was after a game.
Yep.
And one of the boys, Ports, goes, Bud, are you having a big day?
Yeah, that's it. Big day.
Sometimes you have a big day.
Yeah.
And you go, I wouldn't care if someone dacked me now. I'm having a big day.
Oh.
But, yeah.
Oh, God, and it made me think
pumped
about
my
it.
chest out when Port said that.
Oh,
Bud, because obviously,
what a lovely thing to say to
he
someone.
goes, Bud, are you having a big day? I go, thanks, Ports.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Because and I think about it, because I saw myself the other day and I was like, and it was just, it's never looked so big. And I was like, I'm tempted to take a photo of it and leak it.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, get it leaked.
Yeah. I'll leak it.
Could you?
Yeah, I definitely could. And what's the pube situation at the
I
moment?
need to trim up a bit, that's for sure.
Imagine if you didn't have the pubes. Imagine how big it'd look.
Man, like this is, it was, yeah, like imagine, but there's no other body, thank goodness. Like imagine if sometimes you just,
Your left leg just went. Are you walking around with a limp?
or you had a head like a pea. Just a tiny little fucking pea head.
And then
You
all
go,
of a
"Oh,
sudden
mate."
you turn up to the podcast. Tom, are you having a big day?
A bad head day.
Or imagine if your other body parts where you're aroused and your ear just grew or something like that.
Oh,
When
it'd be terrible.
you're erect.
Yeah, if it was a more visible part of your body that
Yeah.
got erect. Yeah, like you're just sitting there chatting with a girl. Yeah, you just go to the movies,
Yeah.
and there's a real attractive girl. All of a sudden, your ear just fucking
You go.
just blows up.
He goes, what's going on? I said, I'm all ears, hon.
I'm all ears.
All ears.
Yeah.
This might be weird. Like the women, is there some parts that sometimes would their nipples go hard?
Well, their
or-
nipples get erect.
Yeah, sometimes when they're cold.
Cold.
Other times, some girls like getting their nipples sucked. Others are like, nah, take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it. Yeah.
Take it or leave it.
Different sensitivities.
Yeah, yeah. So how are you feeling? What sort of day are you having at the moment, mate?
No offense, but not a big day. No, hanging out with you doesn't really
To
fire me.
be honest,
Well, I went for a run.
yep.
It's coldish,
Yeah.
and I'm sitting here doing nothing. So
Yeah, and we've
It's,
been watching
NBA.
grown men play NBA.
Yeah, yeah.
And a little bit of baseball.
I'm sitting here on a couch with
If
you.
you're having a
with
big day today, there'd be a few worries, I reckon.
Yep, sitting here on a couch with you with a camera pointing at us doesn't really fire me up.
No.
And if it did, well, we'd be making some
Dough.
serious
They'd suck.
content.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, no, I reckon I'm having a small to medium day.
Yeah.
Small to medium.
But I'm not talking between absolute worst and absolute best. I'm not talking doubles. I'm talking it's 8 times the size.
Oh, there's times where, and I always muck around with Kristen. Like, if I'm joking around people, I go, oh, my little pin dick, and this and that. And she's like, don't tell everyone you've got a pin. Your penis is all right. And some days I go, I don't think it is, love. I don't think it is. But then other times you're going, where you're a bit angry or whatever, you go, nah, I'm going all right. But it's just such a... just really, you're right there.
But because I've been with Tammy for so long, it does obviously you don't care. Anyway,
no,
she's seen the highs and the lows. But if you've just got with someone,
she's been there on the small days.
She's been there on the horrifically
the big days.
Oh, a couple of times she's, when you do the shmanny and you tuck your penis.
Yeah.
And girls hate that. A couple of times I've walked into the room and she's, don't do that. You're too old to be doing that. And I said, what? And I wasn't even doing it. You're not
doing the man China again.
You're too old to be doing that. No, my dick's...
What? Walking around. I'm having a man China kind of day. And I'm not even trying to do it. Yeah.
It's tough.
Oh, it is tough. I reckon. I know my sister. She used to be a nurse.
Oh, that's
she's midwife now. Yeah, and
she's seen some dicks.
Oh yeah, she's seen some fucking horrific.
And I can't imagine no one's having a good dick day when they're at the doctors.
At the doctors, no. At the hospital. I think she was more hospital.
Yeah.
So yeah, one time, this old bloke, Meeks might have been changing the sheets or giving him a sponge bath or something, and he just looked at her and said, "I bet that's the smallest penis you've ever seen."
Oh.
She said, "No, I've seen me brothers." So,
kick in the gut. Well, here's a little something. So remember I told the story at the live ep about getting my face punched in at the
strippers.
At the strippers, and then I sort of ended the story at the sort of out the front. That's where it ended, at the front of the strip joint, and so. Because I didn't tell you about what happened back at the hospital, did I?
No, you didn't tell that. And I think you said to me, I forgot to tell that part. I said, yeah.
Yes. So obviously, so I've gone back to the hospital and I also left a mate, one of my good mates, Carl Bauer, out of the whole.
Oh yeah,
the whole story. He's a good. Is he?
Yep.
He is too. He's a good man.
Great man.
Living up on the Goldie.
Wouldn't you give anything to be on the Gold Coast,
especially on days like this?
Jesus.
No, he's done well. He's
doing well.
So anyway, he was fantastic because no taxi in their right mind would have picked me up. Like I was just covered in blood. So he sort of waved the taxi down, and then it wasn't until the last minute everyone was in. They said, "Oh, yep, forgot about this little customer," and they've put me in with me fucking face hanging off, and he's like,
you would have been having a small day then.
Yeah, that was a small day.
You're not very erect when you've had the shit.
No. So anyway, I've gone back to the hospital. He was amazing, but so he's left, and the girls have left. So it's just Tam and I now. The excitement, the adrenaline's dying down, and the hospital, they took it pretty seriously. So, because they didn't know, I'd blacked out, so I didn't know what had happened. So they had me in a big neck brace.
Yep.
And I was laying on a
gurney.
What's a gurney?
I think it's one of those big boards, spinal boards.
Gurney? What
Like, I think if you're in a accident where they're worried about your neck,
yeah,
they put you on a gurney.
Okay.
It's not like, because a gurney is also where you use it to get moss and shit off.
Yeah,
the
that's
driveway.
what I thought. Yeah, very different. Two very different.
They weren't
things.
hosing you down. They probably could have gurneyed you down.
They could have gurneyed me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm laying down on this gurney, got in a neck brace, and I can't even move. I think they might have even strapped me down, and I started. I was getting a bit of anxiety, and it was all because my face. It was really. I was in a pretty bad state. The booze was starting to wear off, and I said, "I got to do a piss," and I started to get up, and they're like, "No, you can't do a piss." And I said, "Well, how am I going to piss?" And they said, "Well, you got to piss into a.
You're going to have to have a big day.
You're going to have to piss into a
jug,
like a urine jug."
Yep.
And I've said, and because my shoulders were sort of, they're really up quite high because of this neck brace. I don't know how, but I couldn't reach my penis. Like I was a good 15 centimetres. There's no way I could reach my penis. No. And I said, I can't reach my penis. How am I going to do this? And they said, well, you could get your wife to do it. And needless to say,
I guess on the wedding day, for better or poorer, whatever situation.
Yeah, but we weren't married then.
Oh,
yeah, we got married 2011.
Yep.
Anyway, so Tam has, needless to say, and you can go back to the live pod to hear the full story. By this stage of the night, we're at the emergency at the hospital.
Timing, because you said it was sort of early.
Yeah, so it's probably still only 9 o'clock.
Okay, so it's not. Yeah, probably.
But Tam's starting to think this isn't how I'd hope the night would pan out. So she, and she said no, I'm not holding your penis.
Okay.
To do this piss. I said, all right. So where do we go now? And
it's a tough one.
And the nurse said, well, we can get one of the male nurses to come and do it. I said, all right.
Excellent.
Okay. So this guy came over, and normally you'd give it a little bloody
you
shake.
couldn't touch it.
I couldn't reach it.
But if you're busting a bit, sometimes you would have had a bit of a piss fat.
No. Sometimes when you need a piss, it can almost go internal.
Yeah.
Like it's trying to, like your dick is trying to work as a plug to plug it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Like instead
sometimes, because sometimes if you go to the toilet and you're really busting, sometimes it's like, whew, I look good today.
Like a piss fat.
Then other times you're going, where's all the piss?
Oh, sometimes there's no dick to piss out of it, just like dribbles down your leg. So anyway, this guy, and Tam, she hadn't laughed for a couple of hours, I'll admit, but she was laughing out loud. So this old bloke, he had to hold my tiny little beaten up dick while I just pissed into this piss tank.
And when you're laying down, it's like it's not like something where you can, if you're big, it'll go into the jug. Where you're sort of just hanging out, and there's probably piss going all down your leg.
It's just a mess. And I know nurses, they do an amazing job. They've seen it all, and they don't judge. But I was just thinking, this guy must just think, A, he's got the smallest dick I've ever seen. B, he's had the shit beat out of him. And C, he's got the smallest dick I've ever seen. He couldn't stop thinking about how small my dick was.
You go, where is this guy going in life?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
if you got a dick that small, you at least want to be able to fight.
Yeah, you
can't.
can't fight.
Have a dick that small and not be able to handle yourself.
How has he found a woman? How has he found a woman? Simple as that. But let alone an amazing, beautiful woman like this and loyal that's hanging out with him. So that's.
I mean, she won't touch his dick when he's in trouble, but
no, their love life's obviously not going great.
Yeah.
So that's the other night when I got out of bed, went to jump in the shower, and had a big penis. I was like,
I can fight as well. Jesus, I'm having a good day.
No, I was going to get in my car and fucking fang it down the emergency ward and go and show that bloke. Look, where's Phil? Where's Phil?
Where's Nurse
Phil, look at this.
Phil
goes. Phil retired about 8 minutes after he had to hold your dick.
He goes, I'm out.
Yeah.
He's like artificial intelligence.
Yeah,
he just turned himself off.
He said
his back just went flat.
He still had the scent of your dick on his hands when he handed in his resignation.
We could smell it.
That
would have been a smelly dick.
I had a big day at the footy.
Yeah, it would have been smelly.
And he he didn't go to uni to do that.
No, he didn't. But while we're on that topic, because
it's a hot topic.
Yeah.
What topic?
Yeah,
big dick, little dick.
Hospital nurses, because I actually had it written down. I had it written down. My mate Shaw, but obviously was in hospital. I saw him a few times, and all right. So if you're in hospital, there's a few different types of nurses. Yeah, there's your male nurses, there's your female nurses, but then maybe there's your petite very good-looking nurses.
Yep.
But then there's I've been around the block. The older ladies coming in who are like, fuck, I was nursing in World War One. They're not taking any shit. And because there are times where sometimes like there's bigger people, you go, how is that nurse like if they've got to put them on the toilet or something like that? How is that little nurse going to cope with that?
So that's why they have those assistants.
Yeah, but sometimes they don't because the lifting. But would you? Because I think there was some good-looking nurses in the hospital where Shorebet was, but they said maybe weren't as look good, but maybe weren't as good at their job, if you know what I mean. So
it's like anything. You can be in your job for too long. Nurses should sometimes. I think sometimes they stop caring a little bit.
Yeah.
I
think some of these they maybe weren't as hands-on. Where I think maybe Shorebet needed one of the big ones to come in and go, come here, Scotty, good on you, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Throw him on the toilet, rip him back up, and,
It's like, it's not dissimilar to and I think maybe a comedian that does a joke about this, the air
hostess.
Air hostess. Like
the Qantas ones seem like they've...
But like
a bit older.
Sometimes they look like models, and you're like, geez, I mean, this girl. I mean, I'm sure she's great at her job.
Yep.
But looks have played a part.
Yes.
Like she looks amazing, but as pretty as she looks, and mate, if you've got a terrorist running down the aisle with an AK-47,
I don't know.
Mate, you don't want her. No. You want the bloody Qantas bird, the big Qantas bird that's been in the business for 40 years.
Yeah, I've seen it all.
She's seen it all. I
was there on 9/11 and I stopped it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's like, get here, you little...
that's the one. Or if there's an incident, if there's a fight, you don't want the little pretty one.
Nah.
And that might be the same with the nurses.
I think it is.
Sometimes, she's pretty as a picture, looks fantastic.
Good,
I tell you what, if all of a sudden my ticket's... I have a heart attack.
I don't want her trying to give me CPR. She won't get enough pressure on me.
No.
Give me old Rhonda.
Rhonda or Cheryl.
Who she was back. She was in Nam.
Yep. That's what
I want.
Yep. She was bringing people back to life back in Nam.
Yep. That's it. So, yeah. So
is that?
No, that's about it.
Okay. Yeah, well, 56 minutes.
Jesus, we've flubbed our way through. That was all right.
Yeah, no, it was
good.
It was a bit on.
Stuff.
A lot of dick talk.
Yeah, well, we sort of enjoyed that, didn't we?
Yeah,
the AI stuff didn't probably hit as hard as what we thought.
Well, I think at the end of the day, you try and have a bit of variety. You try and, but sometimes you talk a bit. Maybe we should just stick to what we know.
We know.
We tried to get a bit AI. Tried to talk something topical, but it was clear we were a fish out of water when we were talking about that.
Out of our depth.
I didn't know what I was talking about. You were looking at me like I'd fucking a big erect ear. But then all of a sudden we got a bloody sniff of dick chat, and it was just...
We came home hard.
It was like...
Pardon the pun.
It was like putting on a comfy old pair of tracky dacks, and we just felt comfy again, and we felt at home. And
I had more stories about that than I did about AI. I still remember that. Right. I was having a big day. Fuck, it felt good.
Yeah, you're having a big day.
Yeah.
So
anyway,
all right. Well, that's
another episode.
Well, next time we do one, you'll have some American stories.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully, if I come back with nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in a bit of trouble.
With nothing.
Surely something's got to happen over there. Like
even the hat.
It's a hat. There's got to be some homeless. Like even around, there's no homeless around Mornington. There's no, even in the city, they're boring homeless.
Yep.
I want to see some real American hobos.
Yep. I want this to be a real, I want a slideshow.
All right.
Hey, how about that?
I'll take photos.
Could we do that? Could we do Evan's slideshow? Could we have it and you post the
photo when we discuss it? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, and we sort of go through the photos, and if you don't see the photo, it's not the end of the world. It's not like the be all and end all, because I know a lot of people, a lot of our listeners, they listen to it in the car.
Yep.
And so
Yeah.
forth. But maybe you come back with some photos.
Maybe I do, and then we could put it on the big screen here.
Let's say 15 photos.
All right, 15 photos.
You've got 15 photos to capture your trip. And
hopefully it doesn't drag on like the wedding shit.
no, this is
different.
This is different.
It's different.
Because 15, and I can ask some questions.
Because the thing is, you're taking photos over there. You're like, oh, look at this, look at that. There's got to be something. There's going to be...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be and stuff that people haven't seen before.
That's right.
Yeah. So, all right, that's your job. You got 15 photos that we're going to discuss.
Yep.
We're going to go through them. I'm going to ask questions.
Okay.
And they can't all be dick pics.
Okay. Big black.
Yeah. Or they maybe have 15 dick pics. Or if they're other people's dicks.
Yeah.
I just don't want to sit here and talk
about my
dick for
dick.
an hour.
No, that's...
That's not my idea of a good time.
No, it's going to be a short story.
Yeah, short. He's having a bad day.
Yep, he's having a small day.
All right.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Get on the Instagram, get on the YouTube, get on the Patreon. We have been a little bit quiet. We do understand that, but I've been in America.
But we're about to do something now, aren't we?
We are going to do something now. We're going to do something now which might have already come out.
Yeah, okay.
So it's all kooky. It's all kooky. But we are, thanks, tell your mates about the pod.
Oh, it's nearly 2 o'clock. All right.
Yep, time flies.
When you're talking about dicks. All right.
All right, that's an episode of Good Banter. Good Banter.